Yo,
What's up?
what's up, bro? How your week going?
Allergies kicking my ass. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh yeah, bro. I felt that. I'm a little under the weather too, but
I've been
you know,
having a scratchy throat, runny nose all week, bro.
yeah, bro. I know for me it's not COVID because tested negative. So
Oh yeah, same. Because those are symptoms of COVID. I made sure to go get checked out as soon as I started feeling that.
oh yeah, bro. Gotta stay safe and stay healthy.
Got to, you know.
That's
Got
it's important. It's important. But got a you know, pretty good episode coming up this week. Um, yeah,
Hang on. Those are healthy expectations.
yeah. Those are. Now that I think about it.
We got an eye episode.
It's alright. It's alright. All right.
It gonna get you through the week.
Yeah.
Nah.
Um, we had the All-Star game
Yes.
this past Sunday.
Yep. Down in Atlanta.
Yep. Um, you know, for it to be the middle of a pandemic, um, it's pretty decent. You know.
I didn't I didn't really like it. Um, just because it was in the middle of the pandemic, so you ain't get the full experience.
Right.
You get the whole weekend. Everything seemed kind of rushed. The 3-point contest was cool,
Yeah.
but the All-Star game wasn't nearly as competitive as last year.
Yeah.
Maybe that's because last year they had the whole motivation with Kobe's passing and everything, but this year them boys look like they did not care at all.
Facts.
Half of the players, bro, as you got closer to the game, so many players was like, "Yeah, no, I'm not playing." Like, or something happened. Like the backups were not playing. The people that were replacing people were getting sat down.
Yeah, bro.
Freaking, who was it? Devin Booker.
Yep. Devin
He
Booker.
was out because of an injury. Devin Booker was out because of an injury. Then Mike Conley joined.
Yep.
Ben Simmons and Joel had to sit down because of COVID.
Yep.
He was out, so it wasn't much. It's like Team
It,
LeBron with it. So
yeah. It was a it was a pretty run of the mill All-Star game. You know, I think Team LeBron was so stacked. I didn't think Team Durant had a chance, to be honest.
even fully healthy,
Yeah, even fully healthy. I'm gonna be real, bro. You got three MVPs on one team. Come on, bro.
I mean, on their squad they would have had the entire Nets. They would have had KD, Kyrie, and Harden. They would have had Joel, who's an MVP candidate this year.
Yeah,
Uh, would they have Joel? Yeah, they would have had Joel. I think they would have had Kawhi. Um, they would have had a nice little squad.
it did, but it's LeBron, Steph, and Giannis, bro. Like,
No cap.
who's gonna stop that?
I ain't gonna lie. LeBron and Steph playing together. Now I want to see that. I want to see that.
Yeah, facts.
Just, bro, just for one season. Just
I was
watch,
intrigued, bro.
bro. They look like they were having so much fun.
So much fun.
And I understand it's an All Star game, but LeBron looked like he was having so much fun playing with. I love my Lakers, but they playing like trash. Outside of LeBron, everybody else playing like trash.
I agree.
LeBron giving you 27. He had a couple 30-point, 35-point games with like 8 assists or maybe 6 assists, 9 rebounds. And we're still losing because Kyle Kuzma is putting up 10 points on 16 shots. Caruso barely playing. He in and out the lineup. Dennis Schroeder is in and out the lineup. AD not in the lineup.
Yeah.
KCP give me some good games. He'll give me 21. But then Wesley Matthews going 1 for 11.
Yeah. I don't know. I think AD is gonna come in and restabilize things, but I mean, it's still gonna be difficult. I think it's gonna be more difficult this season than it was last season. because
Oh, yeah.
the Suns are looking legit.
They're
Um,
the number two seed right now, aren't they?
yep, Utah's looking super legit.
Well, Utah's looking good.
You always got to worry about the Clippers. Um,
Yeah.
it's gonna be an interesting second half of the season for real.
We definitely don't have an easy path to the finals. We don't. Because last year, I'm not going to lie, it was a bit of a cakewalk for us. The only team we were really worried about, really in the league, was the Clippers.
Yeah,
And they could see us in the finals. They couldn't even get to us in the Western Conference Finals. So,
exactly.
worry about them. But this year, the way it's looking, we're going to have to worry about Utah. We're going to have to worry about, honestly, we're not going to have to worry about Phoenix. Even though Phoenix is playing really well, we're not going to have to worry about Phoenix.
Yeah,
If we play them, we get them out of here in 5 games. Um, but we're gonna have to worry about Utah. We're gonna have to worry about the Clippers. Um, Out east, we have to worry about Brooklyn. Obviously, we have to worry about the Sixers now with Joel playing like he playing.
yeah,
I feel, I feel less. I mean, I still feel confident that we gonna win our ring this year. But this year, I would definitely say it's really up for grabs this year. I
yeah.
think.
I think so too. It's like I said, it's gonna be an interesting second half of the season. I think. I still think it's gonna be the Lakers winning it all. I think, but in the East, I think the Nets are coming out. Um, they just made a big trade. They got, or not a big trade, but it's been a big signing, I should say. Um, they just got Blake Griffin um out of Detroit.
Brought out from the Pistons, yeah.
Um, I think that addition will definitely help with um, you know, he's okay on defense, and on offense. He's a pretty good addition. He's not
Yeah, he's okay
not
defensively, but he's still not really good, but he's still good enough offensively. He's giving
yeah,
you, and he can score in different ways now. Thankfully,
yeah. He's another weapon.
he's another weapon, especially for that bench that they had to trade basically all of it for Harden.
Yep.
Gives him a size. So yeah, that's a good pickup for them. It's a really good pickup. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm kind of hoping we picked him up.
Yeah. I definitely thought the Lakers were going to try to make a move for him. Um,
Honestly, we did, but he just felt like Brooklyn with the talent they have at the top. The Brooklyn is another is a lineup that very top heavy.
yeah.
They got they have a roster that's very top heavy with those three guys they got. Um, After them, I mean you got Joe Harris, who's really good,
Yep.
great shooter. You got DeAndre, who's a very good big man, he give you 10 points and then 11, 12 rebounds.
Hmm.
Jeff Green has been all right. Has been good for them. Been all right overall. Though. Spencer Dinwiddie. Are they getting him back this year?
I'm not sure.
I don't think they are. I thought he's towards ACL somewhere.
Yeah, I think he out for the season. Now that I think about it.
But I say, but if they can get him back, I think they make a deep playoff run. They could get him by that conference finals time. That's gonna be a great pickup for them. A
Yeah.
great acquisition. But honestly, out west, I was just thinking about this. We still got to worry about about Dallas.
Yeah.
They've been playing well lately, and not really apparently, according to you know the betters and stuff, they have the easiest schedule of the second half of the season.
Really.
Yeah, yeah, they have a pretty easy schedule, just the way it's structured, which is really good for them. You got Luca, KCP, KP is looking healthy, I
Hmm.
believe. So they're still gonna have to. They're gonna be forced. to possibly knock somebody off. You know, maybe they knock off a Utah, or they might knock off the late. No, no, no. They might knock off because they almost did it last year. They might knock them off this year.
Never know, bro.
Never know. Never know. Brook. Oh, freaking Charlotte. Are they a playoff team right now?
Yes, they are. They're sitting in the sixth spot right now.
About to say like,
It's it's tightly contested between I want to say the fourth seed and like the 10th seed. They're all like within a game of each other.
yeah.
So um I think what Charlotte needs is they need a big. I just think Biombo isn't giving them enough. Um yeah, he's not giving them enough. They just need a big, and I think they would be a quote unquote complete team. I don't think they would be able to compete with, you know, with the likes of Milwaukee and Brooklyn and, you know, the Sixers. But, you know, if they get a big, I think they'll be, you know, firmly cemented in the playoff race.
They've been probably the biggest surprise this year.
Yeah.
Honestly, just because they have such a young roster outside of Hayward and
Zeller.
Biombo and Zelly. Um, and to an extent, Terry.
Yeah.
Uh, but besides them, they have a pretty young roster, and they're being led by a rookie. The rookie is the leader of the squad. I don't care. Terry might be their closer, but um, Lamelo is what drives that team. They're gonna go as far as Lamelo takes them
I agree.
this year. As long as Lamelo is playing well, they're gonna play well. They feed off his energy. He's a great leader, great playmaker, able to put people in the right spots to score. His ability to see the floor at such a young age
Crazy.
is insane. You see some of the passes he's making. Um, his ability to predict what the defense is gonna do, and it's almost magic LeBron esque, where
Hmm.
he's gonna tell you where to be. Well, he probably gonna tell them where to be. Like, hey, it's gonna be there. All I need you to do is trust me to be there, and it's there most of the time.
Yeah.
Since he's been in the starting lineup, he's averaging like 21, 6 and 6, which is crazy
Crazy stat line for a rookie, bro.
for a rookie. Not even somebody who's been in the league for a while. They just now starting, but a rookie who had to fight for his starting position. Um, I think they've been the biggest surprise. The Knicks, actually, the Knicks.
Yeah, I was about to say the Knicks.
They might
Knicks. They having a sneaky good season, you know. Um,
really. They have really. They had an
well,
all.
yeah, I wouldn't even say sneaky because you know it's like the Knicks have been so bad for 20 plus years. Like it's like they're the Knicks. You're supposed to have high expectations for them. So you know the fact that you know they're like the sixth seed right now.
Them and Dallas, and them and the Cowboys are the only two organizations I know that have been trash and haven't done anything for 20 odd years. Yet every year their fan base still expects the same thing.
Like, come on, bro.
They don't expect nothing less of a ring. If you go to the Knicks, they expect you to bring them a ring. They
No
haven't
cap.
in 30, 40, 50. No, they haven't had a ring since like the 70s. So y'all haven't had a ring since the 70s, but no matter who goes there, you expect a ring.
It's crazy, bro.
Like freaking y'all last ring came with prime time and Troy Aikman, and you expect that to bring you one, like, or it's a bus. I ain't gonna lie to. Ooh, that's another big thing. Dak just got
Yep.
paid.
Dak just
Fine.
got finally paid. Love to see a black man get paid. What was it? It was 4 years,
For a year,
160. Yeah, um, you know, for Dak, I think he just just want to get paid. You know, I don't see a problem with it. They just need to surround him with more talent. I feel like,
Yeah, like they thought Zeke was gonna pan out, and Zeke isn't a bad running back. He just isn't what he was before he got his money. And that just comes from the age of a running back and taking all those hits and
yeah,
you know, running team. Even though they had Dak at quarterback, they were still a running team
yep,
because they played with the play action so much. Um, but Dak, I think there's a lot of pressure on Dak now, just because he has his money. Now you have to go out and perform.
yeah. I think,
He has to win his division first of all. Like he has to win the NFC East. If he doesn't win the NFC East, then if I'm Dallas, you'll get up out of here.
yeah, and bro, it's a weak division. Like,
It
I
is a
think, like, look, I'm not a Cowboys hater, but I'm not like Steven Nixon. But all I'm saying is the fact that it's a bad division and y'all haven't won it in a long time. It just goes to show, like, what are y'all doing for real? You know?
fact. Fact. I think um like because a couple years Philly was running stuff, and I'm not even mad because Dallas was still having decent seasons. They were doing 9-6 or 9-7. I mean, and then 8-8. Just kind of seasons. And you had Philly had going 11-5, 13-3, 10-6. Like they had good seasons. But then when you have a season like this, where literally I think the division was won with 6 or 7 games.
Yeah, it was. I think Washington won it. It was they went 7-8-1.
They won it with 7 wins. Telling me y'all lost the division. Hey, all y'all needed was 7 wins. Y'all needed 7 wins because y'all had the tiebreaker, I believe. I believe y'all had the tiebreaker.
Yeah,
So y'all just couldn't get one more win. And it wasn't like y'all didn't have no talent. Because y'all got, every year, y'all have one of the most talented offenses.
yeah,
This y'all can't perform on the field. And I think that's on the defensive end, honestly, because Dak had to play from behind so much.
yeah. And then he got hurt.
He got
Um, I think, and that again that just goes to show like the fact that Dallas was still in it up until the end, even without their starting quarterback,
a
is
third quarterback.
insane.
They had a third string quarterback in for a while. I think they had a guy off the practice squad for a while.
Yeah, Andy Dalton, like
Andy Dawn, then it was like their third string. Then it was a guy off the practice squad. Then they went back to the third. And bro, like they had so many issues. Y'all still could have won that division.
that's crazy,
That
bro.
that means to me like Dak, you don't really have an excuse next year, even though because Philly's out of it. Philly's out of it this year coming up.
I think so too.
So really, all you have to worry about is maybe Washington and maybe New York. Like the Giants, Daniel Jones has shown that he's not going to win us a championship, but he might get us a couple division titles in a weak division.
Yeah,
Because he's not a bad quarterback. He's just not. He's not transcendent.
right.
Like if we had the chance to go get somebody else, if we had the chance to go get a Trevor Lawrence, I'd go get Trevor Lawrence. I actually don't know our pick this year. I think we had like 6 wins, so we should have a pretty decent pick. Um, I'd go get a quarterback, honestly.
Yeah,
I'd go get a Valley just because he's not gonna win us a shit.
no, I don't think so. I mean,
No,
again,
they quarterbacks though.
yeah, I was about to say again, Saquon back. So I mean, we'll see. You'll see. This NFL season is going to be interesting. Um, because I just think there's going to be so many quarterbacks that shuffled around. You don't know where anybody's going to end up at.
But are they though? And I only say that because we haven't really seen many quarterbacks move so far. Like Cam stayed put.
Yep.
Dak stayed put. Tom stayed put. So who's really gonna be moving now? I know
Well,
Russ
you know,
is still on the fence, and Rodgers is still on the fence. I know. I
yeah,
know. Deshaun is obviously he wants to get up out of there. So who do you move? Who do
I
you
don't know.
lose?
We'll see. Because I mean, you had the whole Jared Goff um
Matt
and
Stafford.
Matt Stafford trade. You had the Carson to the Colts
That
trade.
yeah, but with that Matthew trade, I feel like that kind of messed everything up with
Yeah,
Deshaun and Russell and everybody else because when you give a guy like Matthew, you give up what do you give up 2, 3 first rounders
they gave us
for
something crazy for Matt.
uh, that you gave us some crazy for that quarterback who's not a bad quarterback, but he's not the same as Deshaun or Russell or Aaron.
Yeah,
Now, what do you want from them? For them now, I want maybe 3 2 seconds and a player or two.
yep,
I want a lot for Deshaun, but I don't think Deshaun. I think Deshaun won't play for them this year, but I don't know if he gets traded either.
we'll see. It's gonna be interesting, bro. I hope somebody can get Deshaun out of there. I hope it's the Panthers, but literally, I'll take anybody else. You know, because Deshaun deserves better. I think. You know, Houston is such a they were such a terrible organization, and
The terrible organization from the top down. Um, Not even just performance wise. It's just their whole. They have a very old mentality. I know their owner said you can't let the inmates run the asylum.
yeah,
Basically, something along those lines. We can't let the prisoner run the prison. Um, when talking about the Colin Kaepernick situation, and that just to me right there said, as a player, I would not want to play for that organization anymore.
yeah, it's honestly embarrassing. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. And then J.J. Watt went over to Arizona with DeAndre.
Yeah,
So Deshaun was watching his two best players on his team play together again and now having a chance to win a ring because Kyler could win a ring, I think.
yeah.
But that's why I think Kyler can win a ring.
I I think so
That being
too.
I saw that being a trade where option where somebody suggested Kyler for Deshaun. Um, it makes sense for both teams in the sense of Kyler, I'm taking Deshaun over you. He's a better quarterback right now, and he's bigger. You
Yeah,
might be a little mobile, you might be a little faster, but Deshaun still has good speed on him, can move, better passer, I believe. And
yep,
then he reunited Andre, but then also the Texans, you get back a young quarterback who can move and who's still up and coming. But I don't know. Again, Kyler would probably leave ASAP.
yeah,
The only issue.
yeah. I like what they're doing in Arizona. Um,
Yeah.
hopefully, you know, they can squeeze out a couple wins in the playoffs, and we'll see. I mean, we'll see. Like I said, we'll see. The season is like 100 and something odd days away,
Yeah, it is
so
wild away. So, but
we'll see.
it's never too early to start predictions.
Yeah, facts.
Uh, um, just before we probably get off sports because we've been on it for a while now. But I saw the Chiefs let go two more of their starting offensive linemen. So
Yeah.
they're gonna have 5 new starters at offensive line this year. Um, Big deal, no big deal. You think it's a big deal?
Um, I say 50-50 is right in the middle because, you know, since Pat didn't really look that good in the Super Bowl, I think they're gonna try to restructure the whole offensive line. Um, but at the same time, it's like, what are you doing? You know, so I think it's kind of a big deal, but kind of not. Um, yeah. Hopefully, it gets better for Pat because yeah, he didn't look terrible, but the offensive line looked absolutely terrible.
He didn't look all that bad actually. Like if you actually look at how he himself was playing, he still was able to get out of the pocket, move around,
Yeah,
uh, threw some really good balls.
yeah,
Receivers in the hands, they dropping them, but I think they're gonna have a bounce back here. I feel like this humbled them after the
yeah,
last 3 years. After the last 2 years, I mean, kind of running through everybody,
yeah,
even if it was over in a loss to the Patriots. And the second one wasn't ranked, but I feel like they still knew, like, okay, we were the best team in football easily. But Tampa bring back their whole squad. It looks like I don't think Tampa's losing a single person. Like they bring everybody right back. They
yeah.
still there.
I think they losing one person. Was it Shaq Barrett or did they franchise him?
Um, I'm not sure. I know they got all their receivers back. Looks like I know they weren't losing Mike. Uh, I know Godwin.
No, they franchise tag Godwin. That's
Yeah,
right.
I know Godwin's coming back. Antonio probably gonna come back. Tom Brady, like I said, just signed. He's back. Gronk, Gronk might be the only person that's truly leaving, and that's just because he doesn't want to play football anymore.
That's dangerous, bro.
Like, he don't want to play football this year. You know how good you gotta be at that. I don't care, even if you had a really good team around him. You know how good you gotta be to not want to do something and come back and beat everybody who wants to do this. Like that's their passion.
Yeah, that's their goal to win a Super
That's their
Bowl.
goal in life. Their goal in life, literally, win a championship. You just came back on the win with this, bump it. Yeah, Tom Short.
That's crazy, bro.
And my boy said, I don't know if you saw this, but he said during OTAs, they had virtual OTAs, and they're supposed to go for a run every day. But my man, thinking ahead, picked like 7 different states and just did them all in one day. Just send a video every day in a different state.
That's different.
And since they live in Florida, shoot, the weather's the same every day.
Yeah,
It was gonna be very unlikely that you got, or he probably did it at an indoor facility somewhere, so you couldn't tell.
that's smart, bro. That's called cheating the system. That's called being a vet.
Being a vet for real. That's all I really got on sports. Anything else on sports?
Nah, man. Nah.
All right. Well, in terms of music, I don't really got much. Um, Drake dropped, but that was just Drake.
It's
What
Drake
Drake.
being Drake.
I didn't think it was anything too crazy, but it was nice. It was cool.
Yeah,
It was
I
pretty
really
good.
like I like Lemon Pepper freestyle.
Oh, I like that. That may have been my favorite.
That was a smooth
Yeah,
little track. You spitting on that.
one of those definitely my favorite. Um, shoot, I know Brent just dropped something. I didn't get a chance to really listen to it. Giveon dropped a new song and
Yep.
repacked all his other EPs together into one. Um, Blast, if you guys know who Blast is, or I think a lot of people know who Blast is actually. Um, he put out a little 2-pack featuring Draco the Ruler and Russ. So I like the one. I like the second song. I just like that was good. Silk Sonic put something out. Put a couple songs out. Um, I listened to one. It was cool. I liked it. Um, Wes said he listened to the other one
Yeah,
and he liked it. He really liked that one.
it was smooth,
Um,
bro.
it was smooth.
It, they both are like they're probably my two favorite artists. If you get you know the difference between an artist and a rapper. Um,
Yeah.
I think you know Anderson. Anderson, he's a drummer, so kind of look up to him. Bruno, Bruno is Bruno, so
Uh-huh.
talented. They're both talented. It was a smooth little track, bro.
Um, what else? West Side Boogie. This actually I think came out a little while ago. But West Side Boogie and Joey Badass have a joint called Outside. It's it's really smooth. It's a nice little vibe. Um, Trevor Jackson put out a joint called Get to You. It's good. I liked it. What else? I only think and Emotional Oranges, Body and Soul featuring Big Pig. I haven't listened to it, but those two never miss when they're together. Emotional Oranges, A and B.
Never.
Right? It's A and B, right?
I think yeah, Andy.
A and B is their names, I believe. Yep. They come from working with Drake and Adele, so they kind of got the path. They kind of got the setup there, to be great, greatness in a
Yeah,
little duo.
they're
So
they're so tough, man. They're so tough. Like you said, they do not miss. I've not heard a bad emotional origin song ever.
I'm not a bad one, not a single one. Um, but on music, that's all I really got. Not much really dropped. Um, Still waiting on the big three to drop. You know, Cole, Kendrick, Drake. Waiting on Drake to drop the album. Waiting on
Yeah,
Cole to drop. What is Cole dropping? The Fall Off?
they'll fall off. They'll fall
Fall
off.
Off.
We waiting
And
for it, man.
then Kendrick, whatever he puts out, whenever he decides to come out his little cut.
We need something from one of those big three, bro.
Honestly, like I just want one thing. I just need something, just a project,
Yeah,
just
bro.
something. I saw an interesting debate that somebody had, and it was who would win in a rap, like a little battle, Drake or Cole. Drake or Cole,
That's interesting.
because they just one guy isn't the biggest Drake, not Drake Cole fan. So Drake in her freestyle basically said, "Imagine if I was still rapping about me not making it." And he said that's all Cole raps about. He feels like that's what Cole rap about the most. That like every album got at least one song where Cole is reminiscing about, oh, what if I didn't make it? I could be out here, blah blah. So he felt like I was may have been a little shot at Cole. I don't think it was, but who do you got winning in that?
Oh, that's a tough one, bro.
I just thought about that. I just literally after we talked about that.
Um, I don't know, bro. That's really tough because Drake be talking his talk, bro. Like,
Yeah,
and
bags. Yeah,
he is old dude is kind of right about Cole. He's spitting about just reminiscing about what would happen if he ain't make it.
yeah.
But I don't know. Cole, I guess Cole is kind of more like artistic with his raps. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Um, Drake just give it to you straight. You feel me? But Drake can get artistic too. Like
Yeah, like I think, yeah, in terms of like just metaphors and stuff, um, Drake definitely out of the three, him, Kendrick, and Cole, would have to be at the bottom for me in terms of like how intricate they are, because Kendrick will give you something super intricate
Yeah,
that ties into everything going on in the world today. Cole will give you something right below that, but Drake, while he does give you a nice little bar, a nice metaphor, whatever, a nice double entendre, it's not about much. It's just about how rich he is and what girl he's been with, and how
yeah,
you can't mess with him because he's the biggest rap star in the world.
pretty much.
And it like I'm not knocking him for it because shoot,
Yeah,
if I want it,
right. So
I want it.
yeah, I don't know who will win that. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real.
I might go in the short term. I get Drake. I give it to Drake. I feel like over time, I'm still giving it to Drake. Honestly, I feel like what Drake is gonna do, he'll do something similar to what he did with like Meek, where he gave them one that was like, okay, I'm actually gonna, just sit down, I'm actually just rap like regularly. I'm actually rap mad ready. But
Yeah,
then he gave them the next one that was very just for the club. But you gonna hear this no matter where you go. Whatever.
facts.
But they hear this, me, you gotta hear this. And I feel like he'll probably do the same with Cole. But I just thought that was interesting, like little debate that possibly one day we could have. There's actually a debate I want to have with you one day. Like I want to say before when we like have our in-person episodes that
They coming
who
soon, y'all. They coming soon.
who's the GOAT in the NBA? Because I have this debate at work all the time, and usually it's between LeBron and Jordan.
Of course, of
I
course.
threw somebody in there, and I said if they get the resume, they're gonna be the GOAT, and it's Kevin Durant.
KD.
I Kevin Durant is the most skilled player in NBA history. Pure basketball skill in terms of everything. He is the best ever.
I can see that.
He just does not have the resume to quite back it up. He has two championships. He has an MVP. He has multiple scoring titles. But it's how he won those championships.
Yeah,
Even though you were head and shoulders above everybody on that team, you still had an MVP on your team and multiple All Stars on your team.
yeah,
So but then again, if he does it in Brooklyn, it's the same thing.
yeah, yeah.
So
I don't know.
I mean, I just feel like if he gets three more rings and he plays at the same level he was playing in Golden State, where he's head and shoulders above everybody,
Then it's not gonna matter.
yeah, you feel me? Because I don't care who's their team. Kobe got three rings with Shaq, but he wasn't the best player on that team.
Yeah,
Was if KD gets five rings, on every team, no matter who was around him, he was head and shoulders above everybody. He got to be the GOAT. Like he don't even need six to me. He don't need six. He don't need to be six. Get 4 or 5 with another and be finals MVP in all of them, and get a couple more scoring titles or another MVP, and he'll be the GOAT.
I I can see that. I can see why he would be considered a GOAT. We we'll have that conversation later. We'll wrap that up in tinfoil
Just
and
say
save it
that.
for later. We're gonna say that.
You gotta put that back in the fridge.
Yeah, you gotta put that in the back of the fridge.
Yeah, make sure nobody mess with that.
Yeah,
Put a little something.
just gonna touch that. We got here.
Man, but I don't really got much else to talk about today. Um,
Yeah.
I feel like we talked about a lot, just off camera that we should have either wrote down or remembered. I don't remember all of it,
Honestly.
but that's basically all I got for today.
Yeah. Um, you know, Still going through this pandemic. We almost out of it. Vaccines coming out.
Vaccines are coming out. I see more and more people every day getting the vaccine.
People
Um,
people about to start getting these stimmies. What? It's
Stimmy,
the third one that people gonna get.
third one, yep. And I
Oh,
see, hey, I ain't gonna lie. People out here freaking, they coming up in the pandemic. They've been scamming and flipping these stimmies. Hey, man, there's a pandemic out here. This ain't no
pandemic,
pandemic.
bro.
Yo, yo, get them bands. Damn. Hey, man, that's
Ain't no problem,
uh,
bro.
future reference. Until gas prices go down, if you need a ride somewhere, hey, man, it's 20 for the tank.
I got you, bro. Like,
Tank.
just I got you on a ride. You just gotta pay me. That's all now. You know,
Yeah, 15, 20 on the tank, easy. That's bare minimum now.
I'm down bad.
The little 5 or 10 ain't gonna work no more. Gas $3 now.
We coming up, bro. We coming up because look, it's getting bad out here. So we gotta
It's
up
getting
our
bad.
prices, man.
Gotta up the prices for the ride, man. But until next time, stay safe out here. My God,
Y'all
man.
stay safe, bro.
Gotta stay safe, stay blessed. Uh, peace out.
Subscribe, y'all, and like.